Okay, this is not a debate invitation video. Andrew Wilson, is his last name Wilson? Crucible. I'm sorry, I'm eating. I shouldn't be talking. No, I still haven't finished eating. He asked a question that what is the subconscious? Do you remember Ghostbuster, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? And Ghostbusters, right before Vigo came back with the negatively charged ectoplasm, which is a real thing. I don't know if it's a camera trick or something, but there's a whole genre, okay, of ectoplasm. If you look up, whatever. But the reason why I got to be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is because you cannot bury anything in the back of recesses of your mind. That's like a power up. That's like giving it a Super Mario power up. It'll come back next throwing fireballs. So it's like not a bad thing. I mean, maybe that's the way it has to be. There's a significant reason why maybe even you tried, like maybe to remove a thorn from your side, but it turned out to be a superpower. It was like you had to allow it to stay there longer so you could feel it, so that you could even search and to get to the bottom of something. Because why else would it? It's like if you don't have the big picture, then you just have a burning desire, and you can go off of a burning desire without the big picture. So it is all about a perspective. And if it's not balanced, then whatever, if you put good in, good out, put bad in, bad out. So when you get back, if you're not able to process it, you'll stash it away in your muscles or something as pressure, and have to look for it later when you can deal with it. But right now you can't deal with it. So if you put something to the back of your mind, why it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just the fact that it's there so that you can go back and find it later. And then when you when you look back the second time, you'll wonder if it's spiritual. Because it's one of the ways to recognize if something is, like, you always have this inclination. You're wondering sometimes, like, if you see anything, like, it could be just a parlor trick or something. And that could be spiritual or not. You can be sentimental, or you can be like, remember when who's that comedian? When he got cancer, and then he went to this scam place where they reached in and tried to pull out the cancer without using any knives or anything, surgery. It was like a scam science, and there was people that believed it and paid all this. I don't know why he didn't tell them to save their money, but he was like, wanted to see them like reach down and pull some fake gizzards out of a bucket or something like this, and try to act like they were pulling it out, the bad parts or something, without needing to seal them back up. Andy Kaufman, the movie. So that was like, for him, that was like something to experience. It was just something to revel. Like, it was just something like this is a reason why I don't want to come back. Like how much of a fucking scam everything is. Like, those people are, but thing is, you can't stop people from if they want to get scammed. You can't stop them. But he wanted to get scammed for a different reason. He already knew there was a scam. But he wanted to see it with his own eyes. So I wouldn't normally talk about this because it does make me vulnerable in a similar sense to like narcissistic vulnerability. But there are people that want you to take a black pill. And it's like they think they can decide or set up shop and gatekeep and make a process or a career out of gatekeeping over little plebs that they make them monsters. It's like, oh, okay, that's a good career move. You go for it. But I'm not attracted to that. I'm not doing that. I'm not looking for that. And I don't want to listen to any vapid whores. How is that? Nobody does. No, nobody does. So, telling people that you perceive to be red pilled, that you're not attracted to them. First, you have to be a woman. Secondly, you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself, and that excellent society, that those people that make another grift out the manosphere, that make toe people, like, they want to take another swing. You know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe she tried to hit you with her fucking shoe and it had a sharp heel on it. You forgot that when you ducked, that you weren't ducking from her fist. You were ducking from she took her shoe off and tried to hit you with the heel of a fucking stiletto. So you wrestled her and you flung her to the ground. Typically, I wouldn't even do, like, if you can get away without flinging them to the ground, the longer that time that you spend around that vapid hort, then you look bad. So running away doesn't look coward. It looks like you're making propitious like decisions and shit. You're starting to try to look like you want to make a decision other than, like, because she's in the wrong. If she's walking behind you, then you can blindly turn around and try to slap her, like, try to bap her out the way from walking up behind you. But you still took a swing. Like, the thing is, just get the fuck out of there. You need to get the fuck out of there. The MGTOW people is the reason why you're like, oh, okay, she needs to learn. She doesn't need to learn no lesson. You just need to get the fuck out of there. If she learns a lesson, she learned a lesson. If she doesn't learn a lesson, I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. Maybe she needed to eat a spider to catch the fly that's buzzing inside her or something. You don't have a burning desire that's not going to pay off in a significant way, then you might reconsider whether or not it's time to roll out with or unveil your burning desires. Is that an infinite money, money glitch? I don't know. I'll see you later, and you'll look good. You'll look and you'll have a pretty girl, and she'll be looking happy or something. Be like, oh, that's sweet. Like, that's just sweet. But you wouldn't think that I could say that, so you're gonna be like, oh, you red pill, I want to black pill you. You're not attractive. You're not you have a fucking mangina. Or you're just lying. Ooh, it's exciting. Why are you lying? And like Alec Baldwin, bitch, you talking real slow. You're leaning in so you can have to fucking listen. Like, I can become impotent. That could cause impotency for like 3 weeks. and I'm tense. You better try to deliver some good news or some positive outlook in the fucking future, or you're gonna black pill. You're gonna be the one in black pill.